G'day viewers, Troy from Troy's Visual Arts channel. Here I am doing a local hunt in an area that I've not hunted in a long time. It's a reserve area at the back of the old folks' homes, and yeah, I've hunted here several times and have found predecimals in the past and some really interesting stuff. So thought I'd give it another go. Seeing we've had a few weeks of intense rainfall. Anyhow, first interesting target I've dug is this wheel thing. I don't know what it's off, but it's kind of interesting anyways. I'll clean it up when I get home and see if I can make out exactly what it is. Anyhow, first interesting target of the day. Let's keep going. Alright viewers, found a really good target here. This looks to be the end of a spoon, and it says Ruby on it in nice characters. Nice character font, that is. I don't know if it's silver or not, but either way, it's quite a nice find, and yeah, cool. Alright, see you on the next target. Okay viewers, first coin target of the day, brown bugger, 2-cent piece. Brown buggers are pretty much becoming a rarity these days, surprisingly, from what I've noticed, at least from the areas I've hunted, because every man and his dog's got a detector, and yeah, pretty much everywhere obvious has been well hunted, so even these are becoming harder to find. Anyway, first coin target of the day, let's keep going. Okay viewers, brown bugger number 2, another 2-cent piece. Going to be working my way up that way now and to another reserve area. I've found predecimals along the way in the other area, so I'm going to try my luck over there. Been digging up a lot of can slaw, and it's, yeah, making the place cleaner though, and next time I hunt there'll be less can slaw in this area. Still, I'm over the can slaw and I want to go to areas that there's less can slaw. Anyway, see you on the next target. Alright viewers, got a really high signal, and that was in the about route 90 to 92. I think I might possibly have a silver here. It looks silver. Thought it might have been a silver coin. Could still be silver, but anyway, it's a medallion of some sort. Or was it just an ordinary dog tag? I don't know yet. Try and give it a bit of a clean up. It's still a cool find though, even if it isn't silver, compared to the other finds I've been finding mostly. Let's see what number it rings. Okay, it rings about 67 on the detector, so I don't think this will be sterling silver. Anyway, so it's a medallion of some sort or a dog tag. Alright, let's keep going. Okay viewers, not really having much luck today, this afternoon, in terms of coins. Anyway, just found another brown bugger, another 2-cent piece, so that's 6 cents in total. Yeah. I haven't really found a lot around this area anyways, but I have occasionally found the rue penny, and I even found a 9.25 sixpence, which was amazing. So there's always a bit of hope to find something really cool. Just got to look hard enough. Oh yeah, I even found a florin along the trail between the two reserves. Alright, anyway, another brown bugger to the brown bugger collection. Let's keep going. Okay viewers, another mundane brown bugger. Yeah, not finding nothing but brown buggers up here. Oh well, let's keep going. Okay viewers, after a bunch of mundane trash, another mundane brown bugger. Yeah, hunt's not really turned out to be all that great. Well, I did find a couple of good items, but yeah, just finding mostly cancel, ring pulls. Thankfully not many bottle caps. Yeah, hunts like these kind of put me off a bit. That's just how it goes. You have your good days and you have your bad days where you don't find much. Well, that said, I found a couple of good items. Spoon with an inscription on it, and that medallion thing. It's probably just an ordinary dog tag. Oh, well, who knows, I might find something on the way back to the car. G'day viewers, Troy from Troy's Digital Arts channel. Just doing a bit of a hunt down at my favourite rocky area. Doing a different section now. I usually do hunt along here, but don't find as many as I find over the other side where I've been finding a lot of my coins. But well, I have found a fair few things here, but a little bit less than over the other side where I've been finding the really good stuff. But anyhow, yeah, wasn't going to bother making a video, Savi, but I just found myself in the sand here, in the water there, a commie penny. The date of it's pretty much impossible to tell at this stage, but it's probably 1920s. Very worn out from the salt water. Had to scrape all the blue stuff off, blue-green stuff that is. But yeah, she's pretty much toasted. But anyhow, still, it's a cool find. These are pretty much becoming harder to find nowadays, everywhere being hunted out and all. So yeah. Anyway, cool. See what else we can actually find in this region here. Just doing along here. I've done along here all that much. So yeah, find some more old coins and relics. Alright, enough of me blabbing, let's get to it. Alrighty viewers, I've just found myself a sixpence. No idea what era it is yet, but it rings up about 8ish. Yeah, it looks to be, yep, definitely Australian, so it'd be a sterling silver era sixpence of some sort. Don't know the date as of yet. Let's just see who's on the back. Oh yeah, that looks like George V, so I'd say it's a it's definitely a pre-1938, so might be a it could be a 1915 by the looks of it. Anyway, beautiful. First silver of the day. And it's sterling silver too. Alrighty. Looks like I'm on a roll here. I'm going to keep hunting along and see what else shows up. Let's keep going. Okay viewers, I've identified the date of this coin. The date of the sixpence is 1916. Took a photo of it and zoomed in, and yep, it's definitely a 1 and it's definitely a 6. Anyhow, looked up the scarcity of the coin on all coin values site, and it's a bit of a harder date, but it's not a rare key date. The rare key date is actually 1918. So, and I've actually found 2 of those coins up at a park in Sydney on 2 different hunts, which was very lucky. But anyhow, I'm really happy with this find. Nice early silver and sterling. Anyway, let's keep going and see what else turns up in this sand rock here. Okay viewers, found a bullet shell. Yeah, as I say in previous videos, these bullet shells are here by the thousands or hundreds. Yeah, well, I'd say thousands. Yeah, not this variety, but the much smaller variety. I'm finding them here by the bucket load. Anyway, find a few of these in between. Anyway, I've already found a few of these already. I haven't bothered filming them, but now that I've found a couple of coins, I figure I might just film these as well for extra video content. Anyway, let's keep going. Okay viewers, got a high signal and dug this thingy bob up. Looks like some kind of nut with a washer all in one, but not really certain. It's so corroded over. Anyway, that's what I think it is. Alright, let's bag it up and keep going. Okay viewers, another bullet, same size. Also found another one of those smaller, more common ones. Anyhow, last bullet I'm going to film because time's getting on. I want to make the most out of my hunt, so yeah, I'll just film the more interesting finds. Alright, let's keep going. Alright viewers, found me a halfpenny. It's in pretty decent shape too. What year? 1951. Georgie the 6 in the back. Alrighty, cool. Third predecimal find of the day. Anyway, just working out the more dry area of this rock and sand. Hopefully I might find some more goodies up along this way. I mean, I've been over this particular area quite a lot. Yeah, it's amazing how you come back after a while and you miss stuff like I did in my honey hole area. So yeah, it always pays to go over old ground because you never know what you've missed. And with the weather, with the amount of rainfall we had in the previous few weeks, there's been a fair bit of erosion happening. So yeah, more stuff will pop out. All right, let's keep going. Okay viewers, it's a couple of weeks later after I last hunted at this rocky area where I pulled out a few predecials. I think it's been about 2 weeks, I've lost count. But anyway, I haven't done a wrap up of that last lot of videos, so I thought I'd make this a continuation of the last hunt. Anyhow, first interesting find I found here is part of an old razor. Back in the olden days, shavers used to look something like this, a lot of them. Anyway, let's carry on and see what else we can find. Yeah, there's been a lot of torrential weather and a lot of this rock and soil has been shifted around. So yeah, hence I've been finding those old coins last hunt, and I hope to find some more and some more interesting relics. See how we go today. Okay viewers, just found me a 50 cent underneath that rock there that I just shifted out of the way. So it's been down there for a long time. Looks like shit right now, but it'll probably look alright once it's been through the tumbler, provided it hasn't been pummeled in the water. Anyway, 50 cents richer. Let's keep going. Okay viewers, just dug me an old button of some sort, pretty small, looks like a standard button. Can't see any printing as of yet. I haven't cleaned it up, so don't know if there's any printing on it. Anyhow, interesting find. Let's bag it up and keep going. Okay viewers, found me a 5-cent piece. I'm now 55 cents richer. See you on the next target. Okay viewers, found a stinking sinker. Got a nice 72 target and thought it's going to be something pretty decent, but it's just an ordinary sinker. Found plenty of these buggers about. Anyway, bag it up, see you next target. G'day viewers, Troy from Troy's Visual Arts channel. Here I am metal detecting a local park up north somewhere in the Illawarra. I've hunted this park plenty of times, it's been smashed to death and all that. I have found plenty of predecimals over one side but not so many over the other. Anyhow, it's been recently dug up to put bike tracks in and all that, and jumps and the like, and I thought, seeing the earth's been disturbed for that purpose, I thought maybe I would hunt around here and see if I could find any old coins in amongst the dirt. And just been hunting along here, and lo and behold, on the surface is a penny. I don't know what vintage it is, but it looks like it could be a commie penny. Yeah, I can definitely see the ring on there. Yep, it's definitely a commie penny. Right on the surface. So my suspicions are correct. There is more coins to be found from the earth being dug up. Anyway, I'm just moving out of the way while some young people are going to be riding down this track. Alright, so predecimal coin found. Let's move on to the next target. G'day viewers, Troy from Troy's Visual Arts channel. Here I am doing a hunt out in an area local that I have not hunted in a few years. It's a field area that's, I guess, occasionally gets used for sporting and stuff. It's pretty much a play area. I've hunted here a few times in the past and have actually found a few predecis. Anyway, I'm just doing another hunt, seeing what I could find. So far, up until now, I haven't found anything good, but now I've just found me a 20-cent piece. Year is it? 77, I think. Anyway, 20 cents richer. Anyhow, I just plan to zigzag around here for a little while, see if anything pops up, and I tend to go down into the creek over there with my wellies and see what's in there, because I've hunted down there once and found a halfpenny and an old badge. Anyway, I've got a pair of wellies in the car. I'm going to hike my way back there and put them on and go right into the creek and see if I can find anything else. Alright, let's get on with the hunt. Okay viewers, I'm down the creek now. Got my wellies on, and yeah, I'm just doing a bit of hunting right in the creek, see if I can find anything good in here. So I haven't hunted right out in the creek yet before. I've hunted over that bank over there and found a halfpenny and a badge, so who knows what's ended up in this creek here. Anyway, wish me luck. Hopefully I'll find something good. Wish I brought my shovel along, totally forgot about that. Don't fancy a trip back to the car to get it, so I'm just going to have to put my hands in the water and fish out whatever I find. Alright, let's get on with it. Okay viewers, first coin find in this creek. Brown bugger, 2 cents. Pretty much nice and shiny, of course a bit tarnished, but certainly way better than they come out of the soil. Anyway, not much, but it's better than nothing. Anyway, hopefully I'll get some even better finds as I progress. Let's keep going. Okay viewers, I see a golf ball jutting out of the soil here. Let's see if it's a full golf ball or just the fragments. Oh, full golf ball. Yeah, I seem to be finding golf balls everywhere, nearly everywhere I go. Probably pull out a few dozen over the past 4 years of detecting. Yeah, let's give her a clean up. She's in pretty good shape. Yeah. I'll give these golf balls away to the salvos if they still take them. Anyway, I've got probably about good 10 to 20 of them at home. So yeah, I'm going to take it to the salvos, see if I'll accept them or not. Last time they did. Alright, let's bag up, keep going. Okay viewers, got a strong enough signal here, and just looked in the water. It looks like we've got a toy vehicle of some sort. Yep, little toy truck of some kind. Yeah, it looks to, yeah, it's definitely a Lesney make, and looks to date from the 1970s, from about 1973 I think, made in England. Anyway, not a bad find. Alrighty. Actually kind of looks kind of modern for its era. Kind of looks more like a truck from the 80s, but anyway, pretty cool find. Let's bag it up and keep going. Okay viewers, got a pretty strong signal here, and yeah, fished out this unusual looking item. Hey, look at this. That is a penny welded onto a piece of copper. How about that, eh? This is a very strange piece of, I guess, artwork. Yep, that's definitely a commie penny. I wonder what year it is. It's so worn to buggery that who knows what it is, what year it is, but hey, it's how about that, eh? And we've got what appears to be another coin here. Wow, what a crazy awesome find this is. I'm absolutely gobsmacked. Ah, yep, that's a commie halfpenny. You can just read it. Man, this is actually one of the best finds I've found in quite a long time. Well, at least since finding those awesome finds down at the rocks area a couple of months back. Anyway, and I'm talking about like that 2 shilling 1 florin, and that early toy coin I found. But anyway, yeah, wow, I wonder what the artist was intending with this piece of work here. If anybody has any idea what the artist's intention was with this object or sculpture or whatever it is, please comment below. Anyway, before I go on to the next find, I'll just give you a close-up. So there you got a 1 penny, there you got a halfpenny. There's George V on the back, and God knows what monarch on the back of that one. Alrighty, let's keep going. Alrighty viewers, found another interesting find. Don't know how old this is, but this looks to be some kind of tag that says 50 PMG. I don't know if it's a military tag or whatever it is, or a doggy tag, no idea. I highly doubt it's a doggy tag, but anyway, I'll have to Google that one and see if there is such. These tags were commonly printed for any for the army in the past, for any particular military group. Anyway, doesn't exactly. There looks to be some kind of indent on the back, circular indent of some sort. That actually looks to be the back of looks possibly to be the back of a bullet casing. Come to think of it, if it is what I think it is, yeah, it could very well be the back of a bullet casing. I'm actually starting to wonder if that last object I found with the coins and this here could possibly be trench art by any chance in some kind of army training group that might have done training around this area back during World War II perhaps. Who knows? I'm just sort of thinking out aloud here. Anyway, cool find. Let's bag it up and keep going. Okay viewers, been getting a high 90 something signal down here and I've been unable to find that so-called object, but I kind of eyeballed this object here. Doesn't look like anything too special, but I thought I'd film it anyway. Probably is the object for all I know, but anyway, I've just been digging and shifting some of the underwater soil over there, the mud that is, mud rock. Anyway, it's probably it, who knows. Alright, bag up, keep going. Oh, by the way, yeah, also I found what appears to be a part of a animal jaw, which was a bit of a gruesome find. But yeah, definitely remnants of a jaw of some kind of animal, some kind of mammal that is. Alrighty, let's keep going. Okay viewers, found something incredibly crazy and unusual and alien looking. Yeah, it's some kind of root of some kind of plant. No idea what it's off. It's got a curly tail at one end, and yeah, it looks like some kind of alien embryo of some kind, but obviously it's the root of some kind of plant. But yeah, it looks totally alien, eh? No idea what this is off. I was holding it by the tail end and it almost broke. So yeah. Sort of best to hold it like from the body, otherwise it'll break. Anyway, if anybody can tell me what kind of plant this is off, comment below. It's a very intriguing find. Alright, put it back and keep going. Actually, I think I might head off now because it's getting on sunset and yeah, kind of want to get home now. Alright, if I don't find anything else, see you at the wrap up. Okay viewers, I'm on the way back to the car now. Yep, it's just on sunset at the moment and yeah, got to get home, have dinner and all that. Anyhow, just on my way back to the car, I've just found on the surface here a Tui's draft can. And apart from the obvious aluminium rot, it's actually in pretty decent shape, and it is a incredibly interesting Tui's draft can, and if it were in decent condition it would be a highly sought collector's can. It is Tui's 1000 Mount Panorama, dated 1990. How about that, eh? What a really cool find. And it's actually, it was literally on the surface as if it were almost freshly dropped, but it's obviously been sort of sitting around here, probably under soil for the good part of 32 years. Yeah, I really like this find. I absolutely love the colour scheme too on this can from an artistic perspective. Anyway, yeah, normally I'd expect to find these cans like buried in a foot or two of dirt. Alright, bag this up and head off back to the car. See you at the wrap up. Okay viewers, here's the wrap up of my several hunts I've had over the past number of weeks. Yeah, this is actually This is actually a compilation video of various hunts I've had, which I've probably found one or two good items or several good items. And you'll see in the videos I've done several intros at several different sites I've been metal detecting, and yeah, this is the accumulation of all those hunts, and here are my finds. So we'll start off as usual with the predecimal coins. I found a total of 6 predecimal coins over the several hunts, 2 of which have been welded onto a piece of, I guess, brass maybe. Anyhow, starting off with the ones unattached is we've got a 1951 halfpenny in pretty decent condition, a couple of commie pennies in extremely poor condition. One of them I cannot exactly date, it's that far gone. The other one I can just faintly make out the date 1920. That one I actually found up at one of the parks I've hunted a number of times. It was actually on the surface because they've recently dug that park up to put bike ramps, bike jumps and stuff. So as recreation for the kids who like to ride their bikes around there. Anyway, that was pretty much sitting freely on one of the dirt bike roads. So it must have got dug up in excavation. And I've got this 1916 sixpence. The sixpence and the 2 coins here I found at my favourite rocky area in where I usually hunt, and yeah, it's been full of surprises, that rocky area near the local beach. Now I've got a really interesting find I found yesterday in one of the local creeks. I pulled this gadget out, this homemade improvised gadget. I'm guessing it's a gadget, or it could be some strange piece of artwork. I don't know. I'd say it's a device, a homemade device. Anyway, fished it out of the creek, and I thought this is interesting. Then on close inspection of the 2 metal pieces welded onto it, they so happen to be predecimal copper coins. This one being a commie penny and this one being a commie halfpenny. As for the dates of them, no idea. They are too far gone. But anyhow, that has to be one of the coolest finds I've found this year. A very unexpected find too. Anyhow, you can see Georgie V on the back of the commie penny. This one here, I kind of made out 1 halfpenny on the reverse side of the coin, and I'm guessing this is a piece of bent brass, judging by the colour of it. How it was welded on, I don't know if it's been soldered on or whether it's been MIG welded, TIG welded, or whatever. Arc welded. Anyway, if anybody can tell me exactly or the possible use of this gadget, this homemade gadget, please comment below. I'm really interested in knowing what the heck this thing was used for. But yeah, it's got one standard hole in the penny and a elongated hole in the halfpenny. Alrighty, moving on to the decimals. Made a meager $1.35. Not much, but better than nothing. And I found the usual several brown buggers. Found this device here. I don't have much of an idea what it was used on. Could have been used on one of those old portable gas stoves for all I know. Could be something along those lines, but one side's got what looks to be threaded, could be threaded wire, or it could be just threaded cotton string, no idea really. I'd say it'd probably be wire, could be off an electric stove, portable stove, I don't know. And on the other side you got a lot of holes. If anybody can tell me what this was used on, comment below. And onto the small relics now. A few bits and pieces. Got a spoon head with the engraving name Ruby on it. Got this cap that says Organon. It's cap off something. Don't know what it is. If anybody knows, comment below. Got one of those old buttons. Got this tag here. It says 50 PMG. It looks to be the other side. It's got this sort of like circle in the middle. I'm just taking a wild guess. This is probably off a bullet shell of some kind. If anybody has any idea what this is, comment below. I'm interested in knowing. Then we've got this pendant here. It's either pendant or doggy tag, but then again, it'd be unusual for a doggy tag because it's got no inscription on it. And have part of an old shaver, the obligatory key, this toy truck here that dates 1973. It's a Lesney Productions and Co. 1973, made in England. I'll have to look up the database of Lesney cars, vehicles manufactured that year. Well, I should be able to identify it. Shouldn't take too long to identify it on the Google search. Found this No Frills C-size battery up on the escarpment near the coast. Yeah, it's junk of course, but it's an interesting junk find. I remember that No Frills brand. Used to buy No Frills. My mum used to buy No Frills products back in the 80s, 90s period. Yeah, it was like it was like a generic no-name brand at the time, like Home Brand and that sort of thing. But it's probably gone into liquidation or amalgamated with some bigger company. I'll have to do a bit of Googling and find out. And we've got the bullet shells, obligatory bullet shells that I find down at the rock area. Yeah, got this thingy bob. Found a few of them. Don't know what it's off. Could be off a valve or something. And the obligatory torpedo shaped sinker. And yeah, golf ball. Find a lot of golf balls over my time of collecting. Got a bum bag for them. And finally, on the surface of the grass, found this rotted but yet still in somewhat half decent condition Tui's draft can, which dates 1990. It's Tui's 1000 Mount Panorama 1990 Special Collector's Edition. And yeah, I really like the artwork on it. Love the colour scheme of reds, yellows and whites and blacks. Yeah, one of my mates actually sent me a photo of his collector panorama can. He's got a really good condition example of this that's still sealed and still got its original beer. I wonder what the beer would taste like now after 32 years. Alright, that's about it for this hunt. Hope you enjoyed the compilation of several hunts I've done. Stay tuned for my next metal detecting adventure. This is Troy from Troy's Visual Arts channel, signing out.